Hello, everyone. You son of I'm so close. I was
That
ready,
was
and you're like,
sucked, Matt. That was all
He's like,
you.
"Yeah."
That was all you.
That was
That
all
was
you.
me.
Wow.
I take that.
was you.
That was on me, guys. That's my fault.
Yep.
We will get this. We are trying a new setup so I can actually see everyone's face properly without looking at a delayed screen. And we're here. We're excited. Episode 38, Sunset over Vengalia. We are so. What are you doing? Hello, Clarice. It's me calling. Matt needs to put his phone down. Thanks. Glad to see everybody here. I don't know what the hell that was.
What's happening?
No.
I'm losing my mind. Is what's happening.
It is
Same.
already a good start. Matt got stuck in the glitch. That is 100% correct. It's October, guys. It means it is spoopy season. Like we're gonna be doing some. We have the week of Halloween. We are all dressing up, so you guys won't want to miss that. Hopefully, it'll be good, or it could be terrible, but you don't know. But we're gonna dress up for that stream. October 19th, which is 2 weeks from today. Matt's going to be running a one-shot on this channel because I won't be here. So it's going to be... Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about that one-shot that you're going to run with me?
Sure. If you are familiar with what we did last year for Halloween, I'm actually going to be running the same adventure, just for different folks. It is a spooky, scary, haunted house filled with terrible traps and a dark, tragic past. And the adventurers will be attempting to survive said dark, tragic past as they explore the interior of the House of Too Many Miseries, which is an adventure available for sale. You can pick that up.
Best
#Spawners.
game ever. It's a
So
really good game.
the House of Too Many Miseries indicates that there's a house of not enough miseries and the house of just enough misery.
Exactly. There's a correct amount of miseries for the house, and it's called mine when I was growing up. No, that's the joke. That's a bad joke. That's a very bad joke. Don't take that seriously.
Also make sure you are checking out the Tales website. And for those of us who are listening to this right now, you're about to hear Craig.
Now recording.
And now
Loud
Craig's
as hell.
to let us know that we are recording because I forgot to do that, but we haven't started yet, so we're not missing anything.
Professional.
So check out our website. Shut up. Check out our website. Check out our other streams. Make sure you're looking at those. TPK. Matt, you also have Tales Does Tales getting ready to start back up, correct?
Yes, we are having our first episode back from parental leave break tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Tales of Initiative. We are jumping right back in, and it is going to be straight into a boss fight, and I'm very excited. Unless, of course, the players freak out and like, what if we explored other rooms? Run away. We'll see.
They're going to spend like 3 weeks straight just looking for traps in empty rooms. I'm super excited.
They're going to examine the hell out of that door. Doors are CR30.
So Tales Does Tales, Tales of Misadventure, TPK, all those. Coming up on Sunday, October 16th, I will be starting my new stream, Dawn of Vengalia. Takes place 1,100 years prior to the events of Sunset of Vengalia, so you will want to check that out. We will be using up the level up advanced 5e system for that game, so you are really going to want to see that too if you are interested in checking out things that are similar to 5e, but that work well with 5e, that are completely compatible, but slightly different. There's some little different mechanics which are going to be kind of cool. I think that is good. Check out our merch. Check out our... Well,
it's also a ton of lore. It's also a ton of lore about Vengalia, because now we know that a day on Vengalia lasts about 1,100 years.
Yeah. Shut up, Matt. You know what? I'm excited, guys. I'm excited for all the changes, and I'm excited that after our last episode, I want you guys to know we have a new sponsor.
Ooh, really?
Yes, really. Haley? We practiced this, I promise.
We
guys.
did it. We nailed it.
You just went too
You're
good
still
into
muted,
it.
Haley.
You still muted, Haley.
This is the best part. That's...
I thought, like, guys, what? I nailed it.
So, Taylor
Really?
said, really?
Oh, this should be good.
Hopefully it's something I can use. I already bought all of the other stuff.
Oh, I'm sure this will be perfect for all of you.
Yeah, guys, I'm really excited. Our latest sponsor is Kendrick's Kingsters.
That's sounding like a winner.
I think I can guess from the name, but what do they make?
Destiny was telling me all about them. They make everything you could ever need, like ropes, chains, buckles, straps, I think harnesses.
That's perfect. All my supplies are completely worn out.
Yeah, with the amount of times you use them.
Don't you have some too, Haley?
Totally. Edie's a shop, though, so you can't use them too often.
You're telling me Quoras' stuff is so tight and heavy. Sore every time I take it off.
You know, I'm glad you say that because Kendrick's stuff is made of the finest quality, ensuring that you can play for hours on end without discomfort.
If it's really that comfortable, I might join you guys in filming stuff.
You definitely should. The group OnlyFans isn't complete without you.
I've already got a shopping cart filled to the brim. Some stuff with spikes, some that flare out, and this massive claw thingy.
Should I be scared?
Not if you play nice.
There's so many options. What's the discount code?
All you have to do is enter code Whips and Tails Excite Me at checkout.
Haley, it's your line.
Holy shit.
You got this.
Perfect. God, perfect. This is top stuff.
Pretty sure they have things for bottoms too.
I hate you.
Say the line, Conlon.
Just what I need. Fucking. Oh.
In all seriousness, though, guys, we do have a ton of great sponsors that you should go check out. The links are in chat right there. They have a bunch of fun, family-friendly gear for sale to brighten up your game night or just your everyday life. So thank you to all of our sponsors that are linked there. Kendrick's Kinksters is not one of them, sadly, but maybe in the future we will find a store like that.
For those at home that may be confused as to the reactions, half the cast had a very different script.
You.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what the? I'm refreshing and nothing's changing.
No,
and
it's
I'm like,
not, because
oh
you're
my
not looking at the
God.
real
You don't
one.
have it.
I don't have it.
That was
It's-
the mastermind
Me
behind
and
that is
Matt were talking about this the other day.
Anna and I were planning this.
We were planning something else, and then we were like, oh my god!
This is much better. Much better idea.
This is way better.
So thank you to our sponsors. Now that we've all had a moment to properly just welcome everybody, let's go ahead and return. Get your drinks, get your snacks as we travel to the sunsets over Vengalia. When last we left off, the heroes, fresh from combat with another incursion of devils on a plain outside of Seison, after managing to salvage a small remnant of the patrol, they accompany them back to their outpost just south of Seison. And as historically has happened, the party settles in for a night of drinking, joined by Alicia Kendrick, the scout from the patrol that they had rescued. In the morning, they will be heading to Seison with Alicia to report to the council, but tonight they have some downtime. Adriell enjoys a pleasant evening of drinking. The alcohol she gets is quite delightful from this magic liquor bottle that Edie carries. And everything was going well. She feels really good until Quoras throws up on her. And then she got really drunk. Quoras, besides throwing up, had a drink that boosted his intelligence and his wisdom, but also made him reveal a secret that he killed the last person he loved because they were dangerous. The look he had on his on his face while revealing this was the same look that he has on his face when he tells Nemeia that she is dangerous to him. Edie had one drink that tasted so bad she ends up licking the ground, followed by another drink that made her extremely sad, and another one that made her extremely drunk. Alicia had a drink that made her blurt out that she slept with a man on the first date to see if it was any good, which it was not. And then she also revealed that she was into strong women. This resulted in a flirty response from Nemeia, which flustered Alicia and sent her off to her room for the night. Void had a drink that resembled nasty, chunky milk. Nemeia had a drink that we'll talk about a little bit later because the effects took time. Void and Nemeia went looking for water together. And while this was happening, Void changed into a shape that resembled Nemeia in her primal rage form. Terrifying Nemeia in the moment, they had a conversation about trying to control the monster inside her. After this conversation, Nemeia, finally starting to feel the effects of her alcohol, went back into the barracks area where she found Alicia, and they had a wild, consensual night, which resulted in Nemeia waking up with a whip in her hand in the bed, and Alicia asleep, suspended from the ceiling by leather straps. Nemeia snuck out of the room, trying to remain as inconspicuous as possible. Trying to blend in with the group, she went to find breakfast. The rest of the party found her, and they were eating together, inquiring about where Nemeia had been the previous night, as she never came back to the room that they generally all share. They were approached by the captain of the group, Stoneman River Rider, asking if they had seen Alicia, since she was late for her shift, as she was supposed to accompany them across the river, across the channel to Seison. Feigning ignorance, no one, Nemeia, no, haven't seen her. The rest of the party had no idea. They decided they would, excuse me, they decided they would send people looking for her. The rest of the group went to get ready, and Nemeia once again tried to sneak off to try to find and free Alicia before she could be found by the party, or by the guards. Void, changed into a nondescript human guard, and Edie stealthily followed behind. Nemeia went to the room and freed Alicia, but not before Void and Edie could find out everything that happened by listening in. Edie and Void managed to help Alicia off the floor because Nemeia refused to help massage her limbs to help her regain feeling in her limbs. Stoneman River Rider, eventually they all gathered, and Stoneman River Rider sent them off. Across the ferry ride across the channel, Alicia revealed both to Void and Edie everything that had happened that night in the room. The party arrived on the shores of the massive city of Seison, the capital city of the capital, or the kingdom of Seison. And Alicia informed them that they would be meeting with the council to talk with them about everything that they had been experiencing, the devils and the portals and everything of that nature. And that is where we are going to pick up. Alicia turns and looks at the group. Well, I'm going to go ahead to the castle. You guys need to be probably just around, be available so that you can come when called. Hold on. And she goes to the guard post that's right at the entrance of the gate and comes back with a sending stone. We'll use this to contact you. So when you're ready, you can just come to the castle, and it's just straight north from the gate. You can't miss it if you just head north. Anybody can direct you. He looks at Nemeia kind of with a bashful smile, and then looks at the rest of you. Well, I'll see you all in a bit. We'll summon you when it's time. She walks away.
Alicia, hang on a sec.
Yes, of course.
Just step over here for a sec.
Oh,
and just
Okay.
away from earshot
She
from
steps away with you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm really, really sorry about this morning and last night and everything. I don't remember anything.
Don't.
No.
She blushes and looks down. You are tremendously strong, and I said I like strong women.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
I was surprised to wake up suspended from the ceiling this morning.
I was also surprised waking up in that. But I just wanted to say, if you're into that sort of thing, and strong women, then you should check out the Petals Dew. And I'm gonna lean in real close. Oh, I'm forgetting the name. Seek out the Leonin and tell them that, and I'm gonna whisper into her ear a name. Tell them that they recommended you.
Ooh. Okay. Do you have the name or do you need it?
No, I have the name.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I will, okay. Well, maybe we can talk more later after meetings or whatever.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sure.
But and then she looks back to the group. Do you guys know where you're going? Do you need any help finding anything? Are you guys okay?
We'll be fine. This isn't my first time here.
Oh, well, I mean, I assumed it wasn't because, well, okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Right.
And
Bye.
she heads off, escorted by a couple guards.
Bye, Lisa.
I return back to the group.
What are you guys doing?
Any?
She seems nice. Nemeia?
Yeah?
No?
Yeah? What?
Nothing.
Okay. Where to?
Well, we don't have a meeting for a while. Is there anywhere anyone needs to go?
I mean, I wouldn't mind stocking up on a few things, but otherwise, no.
Can I have retcon rolled for just like a disguise check? I don't know. Quoras is gonna try to like make his markings look different with like a piece of charcoal.
Okay, so you like on the ferry ride or that morning previously?
That morning, yeah,
Yeah.
would have been.
Go ahead. What'd that normally be under? Probably performance.
It would normally be like a disguise kit, but
Right. Do you have a disguise kit?
No, he's just gonna use like
So-
charcoal.
Right. So go ahead and do. I would say either. I'll say it's like a performance, like an art type thing. Check because you don't no proficiency, just be a straight performance roll. But I'll let you use dexterity rather than charisma because it'd be like doing the markings.
Cool, perfect.
And Chorus did ask Void to help, so could I?
So
could
you
I be
could roll
helping?
with advantage. You could roll with advantage. Yeah.
25.
Yeah. I mean, with charcoal, having only used charcoal, you definitely alter your markings enough that you look very different. The shading, the lines of your face change pretty noticeably.
Cool. And Quoras also has his hood up and is like kind of shifted his posture. He's trying to not get caught. Trying to blend in as much as possible.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Nemeia still has her hood. She's looking like she's got a crazy hunchback and just... She looks weird.
Edie's got her very colourful robes twisted up and around her, and they're like, the bells are like hanging down the sides, so she's jingling, and she comes up beside Chorus, loops arms. She's like, you look like you're gonna be scared to go in here. Are you okay?
Yes, I'll be all right. It's just been a while since I really spent time in the city. I came through here a couple months ago, but I didn't stay long. I'm a bit concerned about staying this time.
Well, okay. Thanks for letting me know. We'll just keep you out of sight then, yeah?
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, it's been a decade. I doubt many people remember.
Didn't you just say a couple of months?
Oh yes, but that's not when I got in trouble. The things I'm worried about happened a decade ago.
Oh, you'll be fine.
These marks are just a bit distinctive.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Everyone ready?
Almost. Speaking of trouble, you okay, Chorus? You seem a little hungover?
Oh, yes. Well, I think one of those drinks really did a number. The splitting headache feels like an axe has cleaved through my skull.
We don't seem to learn, do we? Here. And I'm gonna pass over the last of my rot root.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it.
And that does
It's all right.
deal with the effects of the hangover for you.
Cool. I think it was worth it. I remembered some things that I was having difficulty remembering, so I'll take it.
That's weird. Aren't you usually trying to forget things?
Not forget, just moving on. I don't forget much of what's happened. I'm just kind of trying to not think about them that often. But this was something I was having difficulty remembering that I think might be helpful moving forward.
Okay, well, I can't do much about the flavor, but yeah, we're gonna need you today. You know the most about whatever's happening, so...
Again, thank you.
And I'm just gonna slink to the back of the group.
Vix has changed their usual, or Void has changed their usual. I have to get used to it too. Their usual shawl look that they've used the magical cloak to duplicate. They've changed that into this more like structured, sort of rigid, diagonal across the body, purple cloak ringed with a white stripe. It gives them sort of a almost like a monastic appearance.
What are you guys gonna do? You're standing at the entrance, basically the port area for the ferry that comes across from the southern side of the channel. You have this gate to the city in front of you, and then the city lies beyond. You see people working their way through the gate, kind of being checked by guards as they come in.
Is there anywhere in particular that people want to go? And then looking at the group, maybe people don't want to go?
This is the first time I've ever seen a city this big. Ever.
I would like to not go to the Temple District as of yet.
That's unavoidable since the Temple District is literally right in front of you.
Oh, I forgot. Fuck. I would like to stay here as least amount of time as possible. I thought we were somewhere else on the map in my head. That's my own fault. I'd like to spend the least amount of time here, if we can.
We can go to the markets.
That could be fun. There's usually lots of colors and interesting people there.
I think it'd be cool for Edie as well.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
And those of you that have spent any time in Seison, you do remember again that every district has their fair share of shops and things. The markets are very much more specialized, though, in a variety of all kinds of different markets and shops and things of that nature. There's the market district, the Dinwig Market, is a district of mostly just shops and things like that.
What's the lower class district?
Ramp Row.
Cool.
And that's immediately east of you guys as you come in the gate. If you headed east, that's where you would go, is to the slums, essentially.
Well, nothing to do but start. And Void just
Just
starts
explore,
walking
hey?
forward.
I'm not really too familiar with this district. But yeah, Anyway, I'll follow.
Make our way out of this district, I guess.
Guys, as you approach the gate, the guards stop you for a moment. Please state your business.
We would like to go to the markets.
I think we're here on official business with the guard or the army. The council wants to talk to us about something.
Do you have any kind of identifier?
Major thing?
Pull out the little, whoever has it.
The sending stone. It is etched with the symbol of the Seison brand. Ah, very good. You said the markets?
Yes, please.
Go now.
For now. Well, fair enough. The market's a few hours walk, and he points northeast that way. Is there anything particular you're looking for?
Not as of yet, I don't think.
Apothecaries?
Alchemy
Okay.
supplies?
All can be had. Let's see. In the
Cookies?
market. Cookies. Interesting. Apothecary supply. Well, there's a few magic shops. There is the Jolly Ghost is in the markets. The Plain Walker. What else? And he looks over at his companion. What else? Well, there's the adorable Goblin. And then there's, well, we don't. It's a shop, the Forsaken Beacon, but that one's primarily for darker things. I don't trust any of you here for dark purposes.
No, of course not.
Like what?
Like evil and bringing back the dead and things of that nature.
Well, I mean, we save people from the dead all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad on the surface.
So these, I don't think you want the Forsaken Beacon. That doesn't sound like what you'd be looking for. Yeah, it's not.
What's
it's
a
not good
Forsaken
one.
Beacon?
That's the store we were just telling you about that deals with darker magic practices, like bringing people
Ooh.
back from the dead.
That sounds cool.
Edie the necromancer.
Maybe they have some more ornaments that you could put on your cool mace.
Yes! Pull out my mace of terror in front of these cards.
That seems like a weapon that's not meant for you. It does seem rather large.
Why?
No, I mean, if you can do it, great. I mean, that's fantastic. You said bakeries, right? Cookies, somebody gets sweets.
Yes, please.
Well, in the market specifically, my wife loves the shop Those Buns Dough. It is her favorite bakery. Anytime I'm in the markets, she makes me stop by there. That's they do have a couple others, but that's my favorites.
And what was that again?
Is that?
Those Buns Dough.
Oh, okay. So it's
Okay.
dough at the beginning. It's not double dough.
Right, it's like those THOS those
Those
buns
buns
dough.
dough.
Is it
No.
dough spelled like as the dough,
like,
right?
Like bread dough.
Those
Okay.
bun those.
Close. Those buns dough.
Dough ray bun dough.
No,
Exactly.
you're saying it wrong. That's not it. But there are others. It's a bakery. That's a good one. There's and don't forget Muffin Top. Muffin Top is a good one. No, it's not. Those Buns Dough is the only bakery worth going to in the markets. But what about that new one that just opened? No, just Those Buns Dough. Just remember that.
Okay.
Any other stores or any other shops? What else?
Clothing?
Clothing. Yes.
Oh my
there's-
Magic weapons?
god.
Yeah.
Well, we have there's Vestiges of the Past is like a clothing store that has like older like antique style clothing. Then there's
What?
Hanging by a Thread is the other big clothing store in the markets. People really like that one. You said magical. I mean, there's the magic shops may have some, or maybe some of the blacksmiths. You could talk with some of them. There's the Cobalt Forge is very popular. The blacksmith there is very solid. Mr. Smith, if for more general blacksmithing needs, he's affordable, but if you're looking for magic, maybe not so much. Smite Thee might be more up your alley, depending on what you're looking for.
Anyone who specializes in artifacts.
I would check with the Cobalt Forge. If not them, then they might be able to tell you who could.
Right. Well, should we leave?
Yes, let's go.
Any more information we need? We can probably ask one.
Is there a good place you'd recommend to stay?
I mean, which district are you looking to stay in? There's places everywhere.
Void just sort of like looks around to the rest of the group. Near the markets, but not in the markets? Is that an option?
I mean, Ramp Row has places to stay. That's on the outskirts. The Emissary, Emissary Estates. Do they have? They have a couple
We could
taverns.
talk to the
they-
council. They might have a place for us to stay.
Well, if you're looking in the Emissary Estates, which is where a lot of the traveling dignitaries or the advisors and whatnot for the king stay live, there is the Golden Bar and the Private Demons Tavern. Those are two places within the Emissary Estates that you can stay. If you are looking for, I don't necessarily. And he looks over at Edie. I don't necessarily suggest you stay in Ramp Row. That is more of a rougher neighborhood. It is not the.
I think that we would be just fine. Me and my mace.
Looks could be deceiving.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're looking for,
You are talking to Edie the Destroyer.
Oh, I didn't know we were in the presence. Oh, pardon me. Yes, Edie the Destroyer. Destroyer of what, one wonders?
Souls.
There you go.
Oh. Well, in that case, what are the... I don't spend a lot of time that... I know there's a couple of them. I don't remember offhand. There's what's that one? It's like the bad egg. No, it's not the bad egg. That's something like that. The sour milk. No. It smells like sour milk sometimes. The rotten fish. The rotten fish is one of them. That's right.
Sounds lovely.
There's one more, but I can't recall the name of it right now. But I'm sure if you get there, you can probably ask for directions. Our post is here at this gate, so we spend most of our time here and then in our own districts, unless we're going to the markets. So, but yes, if you just head north, you will see the main path that just cuts through. You'll go through the temples. You'll see the beautiful gardens, the topiaries. There's some hedge mazes if you want to explore within the markets. Within the gardens. Otherwise, just go until you reach a fork that kind of splits off in multiple directions, and there will be signs directing you to the different markets.
Void gives a little playful elbow to Edie at mention of hedge mazes. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that does sound like fun. What is a hedge maze?
It's a maze made of hedges.
It's a maze.
It's amazing.
Okay, you have to show me.
Yeah, we can do that.
This is how we're gonna lose Edie. Get lost in a hedge maze, never come back.
I feel like they mention the temple district and hedge mazes. Adriel's stressed the fuck out. Just standing super straight up, okay. Well, thank you for your help.
What's the quickest way?
So if you're going to the markets, just follow this road north until you see the split, the split in the road where it kind of splits off in multiple directions, and follow the sign towards the markets. Big shop, big sign for the shops.
The Private Demon's Tavern, is that also a dark place? It kind of sounds that way.
It's more of a seedy, not seedy, that's the wrong word. He kind of looks around. Make a persuasion check if you're wanting to get more information.
Yeah. Tell me about your weird club, you guard. What's my persuasion? Oh, not great. Let's see. Haha, 2.
It's just where people go to kind of let loose is all. It's not anything like,
Could I roll insight to read between the
Sure.
lines on what he means?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. 21.
He's definitely holding information back. With Void's history and what Void, as Vix and other personas, has done, you know that especially people within powerful positions often utilize their power to manipulate affection, even if it is false affection. There are places where they go to have shady dealings or to have meetups that everybody turns an eye to, but everybody knows they're happening. You kind of get a feeling that that's probably the kind of thing that happens at that particular location. And they don't even hide it by trying to come up with a clever name. It's literally just out there for everybody.
That's good to know. Thank you for your help.
Of course. Don't forget, them buns dough. Those buns dough. That's where you want to go for the best pastry in the markets. Now, of course, there are other pastries. They're going to the markets. Okay.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Guys, head off.
I think Quoras,
North?
sets off.
Mhm.
Quoras, I think, would know how to get there. He
Yeah.
lived there, and I have Wanderer or Outlander.
Yeah.
Background.
Yeah, you would absolutely know how to get there. If any of you spent any amount of time where you would have traveled between districts, you would know the layout. It's very think like New York or whatever, where they have boroughs, or Europe and stuff like that, where it's big districts that just have everything you need, but there are some like specialized things. The layout's pretty easy to navigate. And you do notice that they do have some sort of like wagons and things like that you could like almost take like a taxi ride if you wanted to do that instead, or you could just use your own feet and walk.
Do you want to go to the maze, or should we be a little bit more task-oriented?
Then maze.
Perhaps
What's first?
we should find somewhere to stay first. We can all meet up if we get separated.
Such a boring choice.
It's boring, but
We'll go
it
do
is
something
probably the
funny.
smarter idea.
It's definitely, I think, the smarter idea.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
Edie.
between Quoras and Adriell, you guys easily can navigate this community. Adriell has spent a lot of time in Swillield Gardens. Would she have traveled outside of the gardens much, or would she have spent her time when she was here in this market, in this area?
I think a lot of her time in the gardens and stuff, so like she can get around the gardens, but I'm sure she was probably sent to the markets more than once.
Sure.
So it's, yeah, if that makes sense.
Okay. As you walk, I mean, you're walking through. You see the whole district is very much think just flowers and plants and things. This is a gorgeous. This is like the showpiece. People will come here for meals, dates, picnics. There's parks. There's all kinds of things. It's very much designed to have people spend time here and kind of just enjoy reflection and nature and just the beauty of things that can be naturally created. So Edie, you would probably feel very at home within the gardens, just with all the plants and everything of that nature. You make your way through. There are shops and things here, but you guys can keep going towards the markets if you want, or whatever you guys are doing.
Finding somewhere to stay.
Would we be walking past the Temple of H.E.R.O.E.S?
You do come to like the temple row, where they are kind of scattered, but there is kind of like a general area where like temples kind of just boom, 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 but they all have their own like space, and they are all big. So yes, you would absolutely go by the Temple of H.E.R.O.E.S if you wanted to direct yourself that way. It is a little more off the path, but you could direct yourself that way a little bit on the way.
Quoras keeps a wide berth, avoids that temple as much as possible.
Sure.
I think if I see mine, I'll probably just look at it and then very quickly look away.
You guys would have to intentionally go down like the path for the temples. Like you won't immediately pass through the temples, so you would have to go west a little bit to get to that way. So that's like if you wanted to go there, you could. If you don't, if you want to avoid it, you're heading the direction to avoid it anyway.
Very much want to avoid it.
Void would want to at least put eyes on the Ishki temple.
As you're walking, again, you'd have to kind of go west. So do you want to split up to go try to find it now?
Nah. Void will stay with the group. They look that direction as we sort of pass where the split would be, but otherwise keep walking.
And you kind of do see where the guards go from looking more like official to having almost like a mix, more like a clerical look, where they still wear like the colors of Seison and things of that nature, but they also, you see guards that bear the insignia of the different gods.
Quoras, do you have a token of Ishki on your little belt?
It's a very good question. Conlon does not know. I cannot remember.
I got you.
You have that on the Coda page.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. I have Coda open. I just on a different doc.
Are you looking for something particular, Void?
I was just curious. I know Quoras has a lot of them. I just didn't know if he had any from Ishki.
Did you want to check out the Temple of Aruna, Edie?
No, not. Maybe.
I'm not saying now.
maybe later.
Okay. I'm happy to go with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Sure.
I was planning on coming back to visit my temple anyway, so I'm happy to join, or at least travel here as a group. If that's okay.
Yeah. See how I'm feeling when you feel like going.
Sounds good.
I have no ties to any of them, but I thought I'd offer support.
Thanks. Nemeia, apparently I don't have ties to any of them either.
Ties are what you
Edie
make.
ca-
You can make your own ties if you want them.
Thank you, Void.
You're welcome. Thanks, Nemeia, for being supportive.
Sorry, Void. Only no Ishki tokens. Only Dyrus, Imponia, Silius, Vosh, and Krov.
And Edie.
You do have an Edie bell, yeah.
I do have an Edie bell.
That's okay. I didn't know if it would be a good thing if you had a token or not, considering how some of them might be collected.
Most of them I get through trading or, asking for one.
Would you
Only
like
a
one?
few of them come from. Absolutely.
Cool.
Oh, speaking of tokens as well, you can have this back. And Nemeia is going to hand back the Kuthar little coin that Quoras gave her. That was Master Arati's god. Was it Kuthar?
You don't need it anymore?
No.
Alright. I'll hold on to it for you.
Hang on to it for you. But thank you.
Ooh, before we shop, I forgot. The doorback had some gold on him, but I forgot to hand it out, so... And doorback had 15 gold, so everyone gets 4. Well, everyone except Adriell, and Void looks awkwardly at Adriell and like, here, you can have mine. That's fine.
No, it's okay.
No,
You
I
don't
mean,
have to do that.
I have everything I need, so...
You can have my share too.
No, don't. I don't.
Adriell,
I
take
don't
it.
need- no, I can't. It's fine. I don't need anything.
Doesn't mean you can't
I'll
have
take
it.
your share then, that's fine.
There we go. Give it to Edie. I really don't need it, but thank you.
Okay.
I do appreciate it. I promise.
You're welcome. Void stuffs the little 3 gold coins in their pocket.
Onward.
You guys continue on for a few hours. You're starting to get towards the end of the gardens. Probably at this point in time, probably around 1-ish o'clock in the afternoon, based on the time that you guys, the delay in getting out in the morning, the ferry ride, and then the walk through the town. So it's about 1-ish in the afternoon. You guys want to keep going? Are you looking for any food? What are you guys doing? You want to keep moving into the markets and see what's to be had, or what do you want to do?
Make sure we have somewhere to stay and then go to the markets.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we pass them buns, though.
Yeah.
That's in the markets.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not there yet.
Yeah.
God recommended Emissary Estates, I think.
Yes.
So
He
Emissary
recommended-
Estates is north of the gardens, and then the markets, or north of the gardens. Emissary Estates is like kind of central, right? It wraps around Kendrell Heights, which is the capital, like where the castle is and everything. So you guys can go up into there, or if that's where you're wanting to stay, that's where you guys could head. You would just keep heading north.
Adriel's just gonna follow everybody else, kind of keeping an eye out for anyone she might recognize to avoid them. For right now.
I want to prove that guard wrong and stay where he said we couldn't.
He's not gonna know.
That's Ramp Row, which is back several hours back.
Oh no.
I would prefer to not stay in Ramp Row if we can avoid it. Sorry, Edie.
Okay.
You scared? Your voice has
Yeah.
this weird, like, mocking tone in their voice.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
is it actually that dangerous?
It's not great, at least from what I've heard. Never really been there.
Didn't seem that bad when I was there.
Bad memories.
It has an
Not staying
unsavory
there.
reputation.
Well, so do I. And Vix's voice shows up a little bit.
I mean, we could stay at the Heights. It's close to the council when we'll be summoned.
Sounds
Kind
good.
of don't want to be tardy.
That makes sense.
So instead of going off towards the market, you guys would have continued going north then towards the heights, Kendrell Heights.
Let's book a room.
Yeah. We'll get a
Okay.
room and then head back to the markets.
Place to stay. Yeah.
All right. As you go towards Kendrell Heights, you're passing into, you pass through Emissary Estates. It's now probably 3 o'clock because Emissary Estates is not as big and it kind of wraps around, so you don't have to go through the entirety of it. About 3 o'clock, you get to like the portion kind of separating, and there's guards at posts going in to the Kendrell Estates, Kendrell Heights. Or you guys can just walk in. They're not seeming to stop anybody because you've already kind of been vetted, but they're just there kind of to make, keep the peace and keep an eye on things. You guys need any help with them, or do you want to move on and?
I don't think we need
Just
the
keep
guards
going.
for anything. Yeah, just keep heading to the place we're going.
Okay. Well, you don't know where you're going.
I would know this area, wouldn't I?
The Kendrell, you would know the castle area.
Yeah, like the Kendrell is around it.
No, that's Emissary Estates.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Kendrell Heights is where the castle is, and there are some taverns and stuff like that for people who want to be there. But the castle is right there.
Could I make a roll to see if I would
Is
know
this
this
fancy?
place? Because I have technically been to Kendrell Heights before, I think.
Yes, you can absolutely do like a history check or an intelligence check. It might be the same thing for you.
History. History's better for me. Pow! 16.
You do recall that there are a couple taverns in here. One perhaps you would know pretty well is called the Discreet Flame. There's also Kendrell's Blessing, which is kind of like the royal tavern inn place, the Bitter Frog, and the Icky Wall.
Sorry, I have to write these names down. This is amazing. What was it? The Hidden Flame? The what?
The Discreet Flame.
The Discreet Flame. That feels very on the nose.
I feel like that's where Vix has visited. So.
Yes.
Was one of those the Icky Wall?
The
Yeah.
Icky Wall. Yep.
Yeah.
I do not want to know what the namesake of that place is. Or maybe we do.
Me neither.
Could be fun.
Oh, I hate that I'm going to suggest this. There's also... No, never mind.
That is not in the Heights, if that's what you're thinking.
Mhm.
That is in Upper Gakos.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you gonna
why I've
suggest?
stopped. Doesn't matter. It's not really near here. Never mind.
Okay. I've never been to the Icky Wall, although I've always been curious, but the Discreet Flame's pretty okay.
Wherever.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is this place is huge.
Yes.
It's pretty big.
Maybe we should get a taxi or a cart or something from now on. We're gonna waste way too much time walking around.
It's just nice
That
seeing the
is-
sights again.
I'm glad you know this place, Boyd. One's a little out of my realm, this area here. So, lead the way.
Sure. I'm trying to think. Who was I when I was here? And Edie, Nemeia, and Quoras would all recognize this face. Void turns into Tasho Bekov, the red-haired, bearded Duke that they met that one morning. I say we can return to my old stomping grounds. Let's go.
Oh my god!
So you are headed
Interesting.
to
The Discreet Flame.
the Discreet Flame. Perfect. So as you walk through, you find there are a lot of guards here, and not only are there a lot of guards, they are all on high alert here. Every one of them watching everybody very closely as you walk around. You approach the tavern that you know very well. The sign on it has, it's a wooden sign hanging, but it has like a small flame. It is very discreet, and it is not this broad like most of the signs for taverns that you've been to are very ostentatious. This is, up to its namesake, a very small, and it's lost amongst other things within the scenery. It's like got a scenery of people and kind of almost like a mural of like Seison life, and a little flame just kind of hiding in there as you walk in. You step inside, and you see behind the counter a human female, looks to be about in her mid-20s. She's got kind of long brown hair, just a standard nondescript beige dress, and she's just kind of wiping down the counters. It's the lunch rush is no, it's by now you're probably closer to 3:34. The lunch rush is mostly gone. The dinner rush hasn't come in yet. You guys have not eaten probably since like 8 or 9 this morning. But the tavern itself is pretty empty, other than maybe a couple stragglers. And she looks up and, what can I do for you?
Hello there. I was hoping to possibly procure some rooms for the group and perhaps some to-go fare. Do you have any hand pies?
Yeah, I mean, we could put some together. We usually keep a few on hand for the workers, but
I think that would
Yeah,
be good. That would be
we
good.
can-
Looking back to the group. Yes?
It's a hand pie.
It's a
Oh,
pie you hold in your hand. It's quite marvelous.
All pies fit in your hand.
This is
Like
technically
you.
true. It's she's an astute one.
just a smaller one, Edie. Just like
Could I get
more
two?
convenient.
There's beef or there's chicken. We even have a fish pie. Which one would you prefer?
Beef, please.
Might as well, please.
I'll get 2 fish ones, please.
2 fish pies, of course.
I'll also have a
Um,
fish.
3 fish pies. Wait, two. You wanted 2 fish pies. Okay, yes, 3 fish pies, 2 beef. And for you, sir,
I'll do beef as well.
beef. 3 of each. Good. That's easier to remember. And you're looking for rooms,
Yes.
of course. How many rooms would you be looking for? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Do you want 5 rooms?
Just the one.
1 room. Yes, please. One
Abs-
room.
Most of the rooms have 2 beds, but there's 5 of you.
We're very good at tucking in. Don't you worry. Stay all warm and cozy for the evening.
You're not
Puddle.
going to do like weird stuff. We have a reputation to make. Well,
Oh.
never mind. That is our reputation.
We've just
Anyway.
been through a lot and don't like being alone. We'll be okay.
See, for the 5 of you.
Oh, it's such a
one-
beautiful way to put it. I love that.
Yes, our friend is right. We've had some rather unfortunate difficulties when separating, so just best to stay together when at all possible.
And how many nights are you looking to stay?
Could we do a night-to-night sort of deal? We're not really sure how long our business will be keeping
Yes.
us in town.
Of course. For the 5 of you, have to put extra occupancy charge.
Get cots
And-
for that.
We have cots. You want to
We
sleep
do
on a
have
cot?
bedrolls, and we promise no damage to the place.
No, I'm not worried about that. It's just we have to, recover the loss of not putting you in separate rooms a little bit. So you understand, there's a little markup if you're putting more than 2 people in a single room. It's not much.
What if
Fixing them.
what if we segued that into a hearty breakfast waiting for us in the morning? You'll still get your
Well-
coin. We just get something for it. How about that?
Breakfast is included in your stay.
Ah, I knew that. Carry on.
Yes. Anyway,
What? Yeah.
Alright.
It's okay. I forgot we got pies coming. I'm hungry. I was about to ask for food again.
let me. You know what? That'll be actually like kind of for the stay for the 5 of you. 2 gold. For the pies, 5 silver.
2 gold for the stay and 5 silver for the pies. Very well. And he passes over 3 gold pieces.
She digs out 5 silver to hand back to you for your change. And she go get those pies. Any drinks as well while you're waiting?
Yeah.
Water, please.
Yes, our group is rather thirsty.
Water would be amazing.
Have you got honey?
We do. There's actually a lovely hive that's in the gardens that we collect local honey from. So we do have
Cool.
some delightful local honey.
I got a jar of honey. Thank you.
What,
Yes, we'll have
You just
no
wa-
birds, but certainly bees.
okay, well if you want the whole jar.
Yes. Please?
Okay, well
For the
that's going to
pies.
be they're fish pies.
Yes.
There's
No,
nothing
I
quite
don't-
like sweet fish.
That's okay. Well, that will be 3 more silver, please. Sorry for the honey. I didn't realize.
Passes over 3 silver.
She goes and starts cooking the pies. They're pre-made, but she has to fire them up to make them, and then brings out the waters and the jar of honey. It's just a little crock that would sit, about the size of a mug of coffee kind of thing. But it is delicious local honey. A few minutes later, after the pies have been in the brick oven, she brings them out and hands them to you. There you are.
Thank
Here's
you.
your food, and here's the key for your room.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course. My name, if you need anything else, is put that tab. It's H.E.R.O.E.S. So you can come find me. I don't own this place. I'm just a worker, but I usually work in the afternoons here.
Sergor?
Thank you.
H.E.R.O.E.S, yes, Sergor. My
Lovely
last
to
name
meet
is
you, Sergor.
Shimov. Sergor Shimov.
And you can call me Tasho. Good to meet you.
Tasha, good to meet you. Well, if you need anything else, I'll be here. I've just got some dishes to do, but if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Lovely, lovely. You have a good day there.
I get that honey?
Yeah, she set the crock on the table before she went
Cool.
with the pies.
Awesome. Edie pours a bunch of honey over both of the pies and then drinks the remainder of the jar.
Oh, could I possibly... Pardon? I would also
Of
like
course.
some honey on my pie.
So glad you're trying it.
Exquisite.
Put a bunch of honey over your pie too. And then hand in the bottom of the jar to get the last of it out. I use my hand as a
Full Winnie
lollipop
the
for the
Pooh.
rest
Full
of
Pooh
the.
Bear.
I was gonna say Edie the Pooh.
Yeah. Markets?
Yes, I was going to drop off some stuff upstairs, but then, yes, markets.
Don't want to have
Yeah,
to carry
drop some
around
stuff off.
everything all the time.
I'm gonna stay here. Edie's got like honey dripping down forearms.
That's fair.
Honey just sticking in her fur and everything like that.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so you run upstairs, you drop off your stuff. Edie, are you staying at the inn, or you were just staying downstairs while he dropped stuff off?
Downstairs.
Okay, perfect. All right, where to next?
Markets. Or the maze.
Sure, the maze.
Maze is back several hours away from where you guys came from.
That's too far.
Probably markets. We can get the maze tonight, if it's assuming it's open.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
They
spend
don't
any time
close?
there, the maze don't close. It doesn't close. It's lit by torches, but the gardens are open.
Nice.
Any open air thing is basically anytime you want to use it. People have been known to try to go to dates in the maze and stuff like that. You know, there's like a little, once you reach the center, there's like a park area where you can like dine and stuff like that.
Yes, on dates. Okay. Where do we want to go to the markets first?
I wouldn't mind stocking up on some herbs. And there's just a couple of other things I want to have a look at. It won't take me long.
Do we want to all go together to everywhere?
Do we want to what?
All go together everywhere? Or if somebody wants to go somewhere else? I don't mind either.
I think we should stick together, maybe.
Probably for the best.
Marty, come on, risk it. Risk it for the biscuit.
Gotta risk it for the buns.
Maybe when we get to the market, we'll see what the layout is.
Spoilers, that's another one of the bakery names, Risk It for the Biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit.
There's so many bakeries.
I love it.
Edie's dream.
Once we're far enough away from the discreet flame, Duke shifts back into Void.
Are we close enough?
I think the alchemy supplies might be close to the herbalism, so I'll follow you, Nemeia, if that's okay.
Sure. Are we close enough that we can just walk there quickly, or would we flag down a taxi to save time, like a cart or?
From where you're at, again, it's probably a couple hours. You're just going through Emissary Estates, the part that wraps up on the east side of Kendrell Heights. So it's a couple hours still travel, but it's not nearly as far as if you'd gone through the gardens first and then Emissary Estates. So you're still a couple hours away. You'll be getting there probably around 6-ish in the evening. At this point, because you guys stopped at the inn, did your thing there, took a little bit of time there.
I'll see if I can flag down a horse carriage or something just to save a bit of time.
You could absolutely do that. There are kind of like taxi, essentially the equivalents of taxi posts, and they are just like a covered, just like carriage kind of thing that works its way back and forth. If you're looking for a ride to the markets, that will be for the 5 of you. That will be the silver piece.
Fine.
Thank you. Hops in, he starts riding. Cuts about half your time off, so it takes 45 minutes to an hour to get there at this point.
The city really is massive.
It's
Right.
huge. It's huge, yeah.
Hurry up.
Getting anywhere here in Toronto, honestly.
All right. As you're traveling, do you guys want to discuss anything in the cavern, or do you want to just get there in the cabin, or you just get there?
Just get
Let's get there.
You guys kind of get to the checkpoint where the taxi stand there, kind of at the edge of the markets, and you guys are get out, and he points you kind of in the direction. So just right here on the outskirts is kind of where most of the shops start, and then they work their way in. If you're looking for smith type things, those are more in the corner, back by the walls, deeper into the markets. But the rest of it's kind of scattered around.
Thank you.
All right. And he just kind of sets up shop and waits for Fair to go back the other way.
I beeline it.
Okay. Are all of you sticking together? Is that what you guys are doing?
Looking for the sweet store. Edie's like licking the honey off of her hands.
Still, an hour later, just
Still.
working at it.
I feel like
Yeah.
maybe she gets it all and then notices some more, and then like.
Yeah, and then there's just another bit of honey that's just found like down by her elbow now.
Go ahead and make a. I'll say it. You can do a perception check or investigation check. Like if you're actively looking for it, you can do an investigation check. If you're actively looking for the bakery.
I'm actively looking for the bakery, which gives me a -2. So that's a 7 - 2.
Can I help?
Yes, you can.
Would Edie have told us?
I would assume so. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Would Edie have told them?
No, I don't think she wants to be a pain. I think she's just looking. She's like, so she's every shop. She's like,
Unfortunately,
she can't read.
I mean, you can't read. It makes it really hard. You do see a lot of signs, but the artwork on stuff on them kind of confuses you. You don't see what you're looking for, at least right initially.
That's okay. I just keep walking and looking.
Okay. Hey, welcome in, Raiders that are coming in.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hello.
We are.
Welcome,
yeah,
welcome.
The initiative order.
Hi.
I always roll poorly with mine. I don't even know if they can hear us yet, since I don't show the number having changed, but maybe they can. Welcome. I'll say it again. I'll say it a couple
Who
times.
knows? We'll say hi when everyone's in chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so you are looking
not
for. They're not. I don't. Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
Welcome, Raiders. There they are. It was like the knock on the door. It's like, hello, we're coming in, and then we're like, hey, you're here.
It's a vampire raid.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you can come in. It's okay.
It's all right.
You can come in. It's
Come
okay.
join us.
It's all right.
Oh no!
Anyway, so you guys, are you looking for the magic shop, the apothecary?
Yes.
Or the herbalism? Okay. So as you go in, you know the adorable goblin is kind of that more the shop that is more specializing in things of herbs and like alchemical supplies. They kind of have like this weird mix of component type items that you might be looking for, and it has 3 goblin siblings that run the store together. You think they're siblings. They also might be cousins or friends or enemies. It really varies at any given moment how they're treating each other. You're not entirely sure.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So you, as you walk in, you see 3 of them. You see 3 goblins, all about 3.5 feet tall, running around, arguing, fighting with each other, and they are just making it like just a standard perception check. Anybody who wants to just kind of try to figure out.
Not insight.
If they are. No, you're more like trying to determine at this point what they resemble. Like, do they resemble relatives? Do they have any family characteristic kind of things, or are they just
17.
Perception?
I got a 19.
Yes, perception.
17 for me.
Okay.
19.
Yep, got yours.
17 as well.
So, okay. And anybody else, if nobody else wants to roll, I will say if you rolled.
I also
Go
got
ahead.
17.
Okay, perfect. Edie, are you caring or do you not care?
Edie is
okay.
looking for the shop. She's distracted.
It's looking for baked goods.
You walk in and you see one of them has like this goatee of like white bearded hair that kind of just straight down, and then like sideburns that are like poofy white sideburns, also white hair, looks older. You see another one that is completely bald, has like smears of like berry juice, you hope, across like their mouth and face, and they're running around like with this brown tunic, chasing one that is green hair, long shoulderish length green hair, also has like berry stain, but a bunch of like berries like stain all over their hands. And the one with the ones on the mouth is chasing the one with the stains on the hand, and the white-haired one is like standing there like yelling at the rest of them. Yeah, come down to this, people coming in. Now she's gonna hit me. She's gonna hit me. I'm not gonna hit you. I'm trying to just welcome. Ignore them.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's a store. You're not interrupting. You're the guests.
I was just looking to restock up on some herbs.
Herbs? We've got herbs. We've got spices. We've got things to. Wait, what are you looking to? Are you making chicken?
No.
Okay, we get the chicken guy in here every once in a while, so I just got to make sure. What kind of herbs you looking for?
Potions, like stuff to make potions, and if you have any more rot root.
Rot root. Do we have rot root? As you're talking, the two little ones come running and slam into the back of you, and they fall. Oh, she's big. What? You're get it! And then go chasing after each other again.
Also very strong.
Can we stop with that, please?
Sorry.
Yeah. Is there some rot root? You said potions. What kind of? What are you looking for specifically? Are you trying to make something that'll turn stuff to gold? Because that's not real. Or is it?
Even if it was, I don't think I could. No, just stuff to make potions.
We have potions. Not a lot, but we have some. Okay, fine. I'll just go get that. Let's see. You're gonna want and you said rot root, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As much of that as you have, please.
Rot root is for hangover.
Don't judge us.
You know what? It's fine. No, I just Nassar, quit! There, that stupid Nassar! And you see him like grab like a mug and just throws it at the bald one, and like it completely misses and shatters against the wall, but it stops the bald one. What? She took my berries. Get the customers some rot root. Fine. And he walks back up to you. You want some rot root, huh? You want do you want like the ground powder stuff, or do you want like the actual root? Cause
just any and all rot root that you have, please.
Okay, I'll get that. Berries. He mumbles as he goes off to the back. And then he looks. Woodaraj! Is he gone? Is he gone? Yeah, I sent him after the rot root. Go get the stuff for the potion making. Like there's so many potions. What kind am I getting? Apparently all of it. She just said she wants to make potions. Get everything.
Healing. Oh my god, just
Oh. Why did you say so when I asked what potion? That simplifies it a lot. Go get the
Sorry.
stuff to make healing potions, Woodaraj. Woodaraj is the one with the green hair. And then Nassar is the bald one, just for reference. Woodaraj, okay. Healing potions, I'm going to go get that stuff. Then I'm going to get some more of his berries. So help me. If the berries come up again, I'm going to crush both of you. All right. Well, give me a second to figure out the equation on that. Anybody else want anything?
I'm looking around the shop to see. I doubt it, but this shop wouldn't have anything that is needed for my alchemy bullet supplies, correct?
This would not.
This is all herbs, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, herbs, and there is some alchemical supplies, but not explosive gunpowder type stuff. Yeah.
I would, in that case, look for anything that could be useful as aphrodisiac.
First off, go ahead and.
I probably don't even know what that is in character.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what would that even...
Nature?
Go ahead. Yeah, nature and investigation. So we'll roll nature first to see where you would... Or medicine, I'll say,
Okay.
if you... Whichever... Medicine.
Medicine I'm better at. Medicine's a 12.
Okay. You have some idea of what things might look like. You usually buy it in its... If you've used it before, you've bought it in a refined state. This is more of the rougher state. You can inquire about it if you'd like.
I think Void's just looking out of curiosity, and if they don't see anything that's immediately jumping out to them, then they're not pursuing it.
Okay. All right. So he's looking through his books. Hands. So for the stuff to make potions, essentially your herbalism kit restock is 5 gold. For everything, for all the rot root they have, is going to be an additional 5 gold for everything. It cleans out the rot root supply.
I think you misunderstood. I want all of the bacon you have.
I mean, for the rot root's not super expensive on its own, but to buy all of it, then they're gonna have to, go get more, blah blah blah. So there's 5 gold to that. Herbalism kit, the cost is essentially 5 gold to resupply an herbalism kit. Now, if you're looking for everything they have there, then we need to have a different discussion. But that's what it would cost for a standard refill of your herbalism kit.
that's fine. That's it. I'm good. I take it. I pay. I walk out.
Okay.
Oh, what's the deal with the chicken man?
Well, there's a restaurant here in Seison, the Glass Chicken. He likes to make chicken, and it's really good, really juicy, just really good.
You say that like there's more to it than that.
I mean, secret recipe, secret spices, ingredients. Apparently it's all hush hush. But the kids go crazy for it. They'll even eat the bones.
Can I roll insight to see if what is this drugged chicken?
You can roll an insight. You won't be able to determine if it's drugged chicken, but you
Right.
can absolutely roll an insight check to see if there's more. Yeah.
What is it? What is his opinion about this chicken ordeal?
Within all this madness, I want to go over to ED just really quick, but
Sure.
do that.
25 on insight.
There is something about the chicken that is super good. He doesn't believe it's drugged, but he doesn't know why it's so good. But there's something about it. His whole family loves it. Like I said, they eat the bones, they eat everything, and man, that chicken, you gotta have that chicken.
So you think it's
Crack
more than
chicken.
just what he's buying from you? There's some extra element that he's adding to this superb chicken.
It's something. I don't know if it's the place he gets the chickens from. I don't know if it's the seasonings. I don't know if it's the cooking process. But man, if you've not had fried chicken from the Glass Chicken, you have not had chicken. That's all I'm going to say.
Very well. It sounds finger licking good.
Sure. Perhaps.
You know, where you want to lick your fingers after it. You know, lingeable chicken.
Oh, maybe. He has no idea what lingeable means.
Means lickable.
So
Very well.
he doesn't know that.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you need anything else before you leave? I saw you looking around for some stuff.
No, I'm good. Just looking
Okay.
around. Do you know anywhere that would sell more explosive type materials?
Why asking?
To explode stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. In that case, it's not here in the markets. It's actually where is it? It's not in the. I don't go in the upper Gacko, so it's not there. Is it? Or did I go there? When did I last go? God damn it! This R. When did I last send you to the upper Gacko's markets? Was that where the thing that where the shop that makes things go booms? Oh, that one. That's no, that's not it. That's no. Yeah, it is in upper Gakkos. It's the portable potents. Portable potents is where you can get things that go boom.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes. But this shop is really where you want to get like other stuff. Don't forget this shop. I'm Krakul, and I am the proprietor of this locale, and I hope we will have your business again.
Thank you very much. It's good to meet
All
you,
right.
Kakul.
Remember, it is the adorable goblin. Shut up! As the kids start chasing each other again. The adorable goblin. I'm gonna go kill these children now.
It's very memorable. Please don't commit infanticide. And
Oh,
Boyd
I
walks
don't,
out.
I don't really.
I don't-
All right, and then Adriell, you wanted to pull Edie aside. You said.
I did. Do I see that like Edie's looking around like I would be assuming like out the windows or whatever of this shop that we're in?
I'm not even sure Edie went inside the shop.
No. Well, I'll go out to wherever Edie is. Like I just want to know if I can tell that you're like looking around for something.
Yes, you could tell I'm looking around.
Alright. Edie, what are you looking for exactly?
The pastry store, the bakery that the guard
right.
mentioned. Just having a look at what was next, you know?
Right.
I didn't want to wander.
Well, we can go together if you'd like.
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
No, but I'm sure we can figure it out. And can I roll to see if I can find it?
It's literally across the road. Like
Probably, yeah.
You can do an investigation check, sure.
Probably have been there like once, but not in a very long time. Investigation, you said, or
Yeah.
perception?
Investigation, if you're.
Great. That is an 18.
Yeah. It's not right across the street, but it is just kind of kitty corner. You see a sign actually with people lined up under it, and that kind of goes around the door. Like the line goes outside of the building and wraps around the building a little bit. That you see those buns dough.
I think that one is for the pastry shop. If you want to go, we can wait there if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll like walk with her over to the line outside the building.
How long is the line? What is a line?
Well, I don't think it should take that long. It's not that long, is it? Like, it's not like a round the block type vibe. It's just outside
No,
of
it's
the building.
it's outside of the building, and it goes around like the side of the building. Like it wraps down a little ways. Probably.
Okay.
But no, not around the block or anything like that. It's the building.
You stop and wait at the end of the line, and Edie continues to walk to the front door.
No, Edie, wait. Come back.
What? What
We
are
have
you
to
doing?
wait. They can't fit everybody inside at the same time. So we have to wait for our turn to get what we'd like.
Oh.
It shouldn't take too long, though.
Okay.
So we just get to
I
hang
guess I
out
can
here.
wait. All right.
Yeah.
Is there windows?
I don't know. Is there windows?
There's absolutely windows that have like baked goods, breads, cakes, pies, things like all in display that you can see in as you're walking around. You see, like, you can even from like the spot, they kind of have made it almost a. If you've ever gone to like a Krispy Kreme for the, I don't know if they have those in Australia, but if you got a Krispy Kreme where you can see the
Yes.
work area where the donuts are being made, so like you can see access the production line and stuff like. They've made it like a viewing journey, so you can see the process of goods being made as they're working.
Yes.
Is there anything
Edie.
specific that you want, Edie?
Donuts.
Hmm.
It's been a while, but
That's fair.
is there anything that's your favorite?
I used to with my friend when I was here. We used to get raspberry tarts all the time, and we'd share them. But it's been a while, so hopefully, if they have them.
Yes. Well, I'm sure they will. If not, we'll find something else delicious for you, for both of us, for everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long do we have to wait?
I'm not too sure. DM, how long do we have to wait?
Until the line
Guesstimation.
moves. Yeah, it'll probably take half hour or so to get through the line.
My
I mean, it's a lot of people. It's not around the block, but they're
Yeah,
still.
no, that's fair.
You know,
Pretty standard for Daniel's Donuts.
Fair.
And these are fresh buns.
A while.
everybody's
Oh,
wearing
I can teach
assless
you
chaps.
like
It's weird.
So,
I can teach you like a kids game if you want that I used to play, Edie.
Yeah.
And
I was just.
Huh?
That sounds good.
I'll like pull out like a string, I guess, and essentially teach her how to play like Cat's Cradle.
Oh.
As we're like standing in line for hours.
Love
like
that.
half an hour.
Anyone that starts to look slightly annoyed and like they're gonna maybe leave the line, Edie prestidigitations a really awful smell near them, just to see if she can get them out the line too.
I love it.
I'll say make an intimidation check. With that,
I mean, Edie's intimidating.
Edie's terrifying.
19.
several people immediately like some people look like embarrassed, but other people like God, and like 3 people do leave.
Or shuffle up the line.
And then you move up, yeah. Some people just look around like super embarrassed, like, oh God, like either was that me or did somebody else do that and I don't want to draw attention to whoever did that. But like several people are like looking around, which makes the people looking embarrassed even more noticeable. And then they start flushing and 2 more people leave.
Perfect.
And as you are waiting in line, we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Okay.
So we will be back in 10 minutes. So make sure you do your refresher break, go to the bathroom, get your snacks, get your drinks, whatever you need to do.
Bathroom snacks.
bathroom
Bathroom
snacks.
There's
snacks.
snacks.
And we will be back
Bathroom
here
olives.
I'm so glad that I was here for that joke.
Yes.
I'm so glad. I get to
Pretty
leave my
10
mark.
minutes.
Bathroom snacks.
We'll see you in 10, guys. See you soon.
No, no. trying to time it. It zooms in at the last second like it's in traffic.
You do
It's
that,
great. It's honestly
then
great.
then you do this, and then other people start to. I can't even with you. I just can't. Okay.
We'll get
No,
it figured
all I
out
said
next
was-
week.
All I said was high five, because Matt goes like this. And it's like the perfect place for like a high five. You know?
It is.
I don't know. We're back, everybody.
this way?
Yeah.
The party has made it into Seison. They've kind of walked around in the capital. They
I
are.
want that clip, please.
They have checked in to a room at the Discreet Flame in Kendrill Heights, which is a tavern in Kendrill Heights, which is where the castle itself is located. They are now in the markets area. The district is the Dinwig Markets. They have just visited a magic shop where Nemeia was able to find some. What did you find? You found some herbalism stuff and some more rot root. That was the adorable goblin with 3 goblins that kind of run around there. Edie and Adriell are in line at those buns dough, waiting to get some baked goods, and the
Every
rest of
time.
the party is kind of like hanging out outside. And that's where we're picking up with Edie and Adriell waiting in line. Yeah, so you guys are moving your way towards. Edie has. Did you do it just once, or did you do it several times?
Time someone's looking real frustrated with the wait. So just that once or twice.
So Edie has essentially dropped fart bombs using prestidigitation to make just this really noxious smell for people, causing a few people to actually leave the line and move them up in line a little faster.
Ooh. While we're standing in line, do we see any of those bug thingies that have been?
Go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Okay. It's actually 15.
No, you don't. You don't see anybody who resembles them openly walking around. You don't see anybody who you notice like when they were visiting in the school, Brittlebane, they had like masks and stuff on to try to kind of cover their faces. Everybody here is pretty openly displaying their faces. There are a couple people who have cloaks pulled up, but most of them are in your party. And
I don't see anyone that would be like from the temple or anything, right?
not right now, no.
Okay, fair enough.
You also know that a lot of the temple people, like the time it is, a lot of them would probably be getting ready for evening meals.
Yeah, they said
Evening-
they tend to
evening
stay there.
prayers,
So
those kind of things, yeah.
okay,
Okay.
that is all.
While they are waiting in line, are the 3 of you doing anything, Void, Nemeia, or Quoras?
Just seeing if I can't spot the Forsaken Beacon.
Okay.
But I'm not leaving the group, and I keep
Okay.
fiddling, just standing really uncomfortably.
Go ahead. You can make a perception check as well.
16.
You look around. You don't see the Forsaken Beacon on this kind of block. You're welcome to find somebody and ask somebody if you want for like directions specifically to where it's at, but right now, where you're at, you don't see it.
Oh wait.
The other 2 of you doing anything while you wait?
I think Quoras is just looking at that drawing and also keeping an eye out for the Cobalt Forge.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for the Cobalt Forge.
23.
You don't see the Cobalt Forge here, but you do recall the guard initially told you that a lot of the forges are actually more towards the deeper part, towards like actually the wall portion. So you get the idea that if you follow the wall to the joint, you probably will run into the forge area, like the blacksmith. That's where they do more of like the tanning and the smelting and things of that nature that might be loud or smelly. Trying to keep it as far away from retail or residential areas as possible.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Make sure.
Make
Makes
sure.
sense.
Make sure.
Make it sure.
Yep.
Make it sure.
Edie and Adriell, you
Oh,
guys.
I wanted to. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Nemeia, do small people make you worried?
What?
You just seemed really uncomfortable in that store, and I noticed that you were kind of uncomfortable with the gnomes and Balantor as well.
No, it's not small people. No, it's no. just the comments they make, the amount of energy they bring, the attention they put on me, because I know I'm tall, I know I'm strong, freakishly so. I just don't need or want that kind of attention.
Okay, that makes sense. If it makes you feel any better, this is a weird way to try and do that, but I don't think they were actually like. They seem way more concerned with berries than you. Um, I think
I know.
maybe sometimes the eyes on you are all in your head.
Probably.
Just a thought.
Mm,
Do you not like that thought?
it's not a bad thought. I mean, it probably is, but I've been here before. Well, not here. Just I don't have a great history in this city, so
If you want, I can try and help make you look different, like I did with Quoras. He's got a softer
Smith.
jawline now.
That's what that was.
Mm-hmm. He just shadowed a
Right.
little bit on the. Yeah.
Horse now has like big anime eyes.
Kawaii Quoras!
Right, I was. Oh. It's not so much about changing my face, more that my body can't be changed. Well, it can be changed, but just
Only,
okay.
Only more.
I can't be less. So
I don't think any of us would want you to be less. We like you.
thanks.
I'm gonna ask
Um,
Edie if she could buy us some, because she's already waiting in line. I'm gonna ask her if they could buy us some treats, okay? And Void like skips away.
By this time, Edie and Adriell, you guys have moved. You're inside the store, about 3 people back. They kind of clear those people out, and they greet you. Welcome to Those Buns, Dough. Would you like something from our lovely library of baked goods, pastries, and desserts?
Yes, absolutely. Did you have any raspberry tarts?
And she stares at you for a minute. Like right behind her is a shelf full of like raspberry tarts. We do. We have some raspberry tarts, and they're so delicious. You're gonna love them.
Perfect. How many would you like?
Can I get 2 of them, please?
Yeah, we'll get two of the raspberry.
Raspberry?
I'll get like a bunch of donuts.
Bunch. And what kind?
You have more than one kind?
Well, yeah, we have jelly filled. We have chocolate covered. We have like fried
Have
donuts.
you got
we have
cream
cake
filled?
Donuts. We have cream filled. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. And we have some that are filled with like custard. Oh,
Yeah.
we have all kinds of donuts.
I would like a bunch of cream filled ones, please. This many.
10. I knew that. I didn't even need to count because you held up all your fingers on both hands. That's 10. Oh, that was almost a tricky one. Okay, so you need 10 cream-filled donuts and 3 raspberry tarts?
Yes, let's say 3.
Okay.
We and you
Let's
can
say
share one separately.
4. What if we do 4? She like kind of puts down like, what do you want 4? Do you want some donuts that are also like little small ones that are like, they almost look like balls, but they're donuts too?
Yes, absolutely. I'll have 50 of those.
50? Oh, do you want some like chocolate dipping sauce for them? Because that's
Yes.
Really good.
A jug of that.
A jug. Oh, okay. And she starts.
What was it that
scribbling
Void
down.
wanted? Does Void show up at some point?
Yeah.
Asking for
While you're
something?
ordering, Void kind of like Excuse me. Pardon, excuse me.
I was
Pardon,
just
Shannon.
gonna like seeing the line. I was gonna use message spell and message Edie. Could you get me a cream-filled cinnamon log?
Absolutely. And I'll also get 2 cream-filled cinnamon logs. Thank you.
Now, with those cream-filled cinnamon logs, do you want those glazed, or do you want those just like, okay, good, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
you're
glazed
probably
and
really thirsty too, and you're probably going to need some milk with all of these sweets because it gets, sticky, and
I
you
mean,
really.
how much do we have at the moment? Because Edie and I, we can only carry so many things, right?
lots of
Oh,
pockets.
yeah, we can give you we have little parchment little cloth bags that we can make for you, or we can.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can help it. We got all this. Like she said, she's got pockets. Yeah, you want to make sure. Let's see. So we have 4 raspberry tarts. We have 50 donut holes, which are the little donut balls. We have 10 of the cream-filled donuts. We have 2 of the glazed cream-filled cinnamon logs. Okay, and then we have how much
Jug
milk?
of chocolate
A
sauce.
jug of chocolate sauce. Yes. And how much milk did you want?
I don't know, like a bottle.
A bottle for all of that. You sure that's going to be enough?
A jug of
I think
chocolate
that will be
sauce and
fine.
a bottle of milk.
You might.
Honestly,
you might,
that sounds about right.
you
That
might
sounds about
want-
Edie.
Yeah, that's
No,
probably
I'm-
good. There's like
I
a
believe they
shot
have
of
milk
milk
at where we're
each.
staying, too.
Mm.
So it should be all right.
This
Oh,
is just
okay.
because you
This is-
recommended.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So milk for you too?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just
Oh. Okay. Well, I just wanted to make
Do
sure.
you have
'cause I
any
don't-
specials or anything that's like a Seison specialty?
Yeah, we do. I'm glad you asked that. This isn't ready to release to public yet, but I like you. This is.
I like you too.
Oh, this is. Have you heard of that thing where you take a chicken and put it in a duck and put it in a turkey and then you cook it? Have you heard of that?
No, but it sounds delicious.
Yes, it is. This is like the pastry version of that. This is fudge that we put in a brownie, that we put in a pie, that we put in a cake, that we put in a bigger cake.
A
It's
hand
called-
pie?
No, not
Oh.
a hand pie, a real pie. This is a cake pie brownie fudge. We're still workshopping the name.
Do you have them available?
It's not available to the public yet, but if you want one, I can make one for you. You'll have to come back a
Please.
little bit later so we can make it. But
Yeah,
I'll
I
make
will
it
come
special
back.
for you.
I'll come back later for sure.
Okay, so that's gonna be, and she starts calculating. The special thing in the milk, the jug of chocolate. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be 15 gold.
Udi grabs out the big bag of gold, 50 gold that she's got, and she plonks it onto the the table, and she just starts counting out 1. Looking at
Two.
Adriell.
2.
just
2.
2. Yeah.
You
3.
just tell
And
me
then we're
when.
just okay.
And so she just keeps going until you say when.
And-
15.
Once we get to 15, I'll be like, all right, that's good. You're good.
Okay,
And
and
the-
then Edie grabs the big bag back, puts it back into her dress,
And
jingles.
so the girl kind of pulls it off the counter, and she's been directing traffic at this point, getting some of the workers behind her to start piling up. And so you get they don't have cardboard, so they have a container that's woven out of reeds, kind of like a wicker almost.
Like a woven
Baskets.
basket kind of
Yeah,
thing.
of your 10 cream-filled donuts. They set a little burlap sack full of your donut holes, or your Timbits, as Anna put in chat.
Canadians.
Your raspberry tarts, they are smaller than pies, but they are bigger than the hand pies. So they're about probably 6 inches in diameter. They put a couple of those directly on top of the wicker basket holding the donuts. Like, I don't know if that's the best. No, you know what? No. And then they pull them off, and they're kind of like trying to rescan. Then they grab another wicker basket, and they kind of start stacking it up. Eventually, they pull out like this clay crock that's pitcher sized of chocolate sauce, and then this little bottle of milk set next to it. It looks ridiculously small in proportion, and then everything else is like, remember, you got to come back a little bit later for the cake pie fudge brownie fudge.
Now,
I need to come up
you
with a
told
name
me
for
to
that.
be specific when I asked for a bunch. You need to be specific about when I should come back.
You're right. How about the Saison Swisher? No, that's not right. The Saison Sweet? What should I call? Maybe if you come back, you could give me a good name, and then I'll give you a discount on it next time.
My party members are really good at coming up with names, so I will ask them to name it.
Okay,
please.
do that, and then maybe I can give you a discount on your next order.
That sounds lovely. I'll be back for sure tomorrow.
Okay, come back tonight, like in 2 hours, maybe for the pie. Or do you want to wait
For
till
the
tomorrow to
cake?
pick it up for the cake pie thing?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna come every single day that we're here, so
Oh.
I will see you tonight, and then I will see you tomorrow. Thank
Oh,
you.
I love you so much. Did I just say
Edie.
that?
I love you too.
Okay, see you soon.
Thank you, Edie. And I'll help like grab all the things. Like I have like a little basket of like my tarts and stuff, and walk out with Edie.
Edie's put the jar of milk, the little bottle of milk, into her dress. She's holding onto the jug of chocolate in her hand.
Your mouse. Don't crush your mouse. Don't. Where's your mouth?
I pick Tofu up.
Like, I just remember that Tofu's in your pocket or shoving things into your pockets.
Literally
He's-
every episode, Tofu almost
He's
dies.
in a top pocket. He's in a
Okay.
top pocket up here that doesn't get
Like an
things,
overall
but I-
type pocket.
Yes, exactly. Edie grabs 2 donut holes and puts them in the pocket with Tofu, and then the rest of the burlap sack goes into her. She looks very lumpy at this point.
The 2 donut holes are larger when put together than Tofu is, so very nice.
Yes.
Aw, I'd love that. So cute.
You
Do we see everyone else as we walk out? Sorry.
Yeah, you do see them standing around. Nemeia and Quoras and Vix, were you guys kind of just waiting by the crowd, kind of just standing aside, but not like up against near the building?
Didn't Void go in?
Yeah.
He messaged.
No.
I got to the outside and then
He
just sent a
did
message. in.
Ah,
Yeah. You
So
see,
I would have come back and just like milling about nearby.
Well,
you see
we
Edie as we
have
walk
some
out.
treats.
Yes. He's pouring chocolate sauce into the pocket that Tofu's in. On top of the...
Poor little mouse.
That dude's gonna
Sounds like
hit.
he's getting waterboarded with
That
chocolate.
dude's gonna hit 250 beats per minute on his tiny little heart and explode.
Only a drizzle. Only a drizzle.
She's trying to just get him
just a
to
drizzle.
enlarged owlbear size eventually. She's just,
Yeah.
I can enlarge him, and I can make him smaller.
I just can't wait for obese Tofu. It's gonna be amazing.
Chocolate sauce don't dribble in full.
I got you all a bunch of cream-filled donuts. And I start handing out the donuts because I need to get rid of some of them.
Did they have the cinnamon
And then
logs?
oh yes, and I hand over 2 cinnamon logs to Void. I got 2. Can I have a bite?
Yes.
Okay. Edie's just gonna literally lean over to what he's.
Boy just holds it out. No worries.
Thank you. And then she smushes the rest of the cream-filled donuts into her pockets.
Is there still cake in there? Cookies?
I don't think there's cake or cookies
No.
at this point.
She gave the last of her cookie to the owlbear.
Just crumb.
Yes.
There's probably
And sand.
definitely still sand, yeah.
I was gonna say Edie's pockets are just like a cast iron. They just, pick up the taste of whatever was in there last.
Yeah, her pockets are, if you were like a chemist or something, like you put it under a microscope lens, you would be amazed.
Yeah, there's a whole
They have their own
civilization that's building in there.
It's like Horton Hears a Who, just living in her pockets.
Yes.
As you are handing out the treats, the line has been growing, and people are just milling around. People are getting impatient. trying to get in and get their order. They start kind of milling, and finally it moves forward, and one person is going by and it's just like, what do you got there? Did you buy at the store?
Not even close.
Oh, good. I was worried because my wife sent me here all the way from Lower Gakos. She told me she really wanted to have... No, none of that. Okay, never mind. You're fine. And he kind of just walks and gets in line.
Edie holds out the donut hole bag. I want to try one.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, how much?
They're free. Just have one. I'm offering. You asked me a question. I'm asking you a question.
Sure. He's gonna insight check you. See what.
This is what I got. I just walked out the store.
Right. Okay.
I love you.
Oh.
They're good, hey?
Yeah. That's really good. Maybe my wife doesn't want these, but I do now. Thanks. I might have to get
You're
some of these.
welcome.
Make sure you are keeping track of your inventory for what you do have for donut holes and stuff. So far, that's 3 donut holes gone of the 50. The weird things that we have to keep track of. So you have 47 of those left.
Fine.
out
47
of You have 4 raspberry tarts, but you were going to split those up. So make sure you just dole those out and you can message whoever you are giving things to, and then deduct
50
that from your
donuts
inventory.
holes sounds like a lot until I remember that you can buy like 150 tidbits at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Exactly why I got
For
so
like
many.
$10. Not even.
And I handed out, so what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 left of the cream field. Cool. Awesome.
Does anyone want to share the second cinnamon log? It's really good.
I'm alright, but thank you.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, more for me.
Where are you guys headed at this point?
Into a coma after
It's funny.
ingesting 80,000 calories of cream
Sugar
and
crash.
chocolate sauce.
Oh man. We just down chocolate sauce with shots of
we all
Like,
have
no.
moments of a haste spell on us for 10 seconds.
all the
Before
sugar
the
rush.
epic collapse, yeah.
Right?
Edie has a chocolate mustache.
For sure.
Perfect. Shall we just keep walking around until we see something else that we want, or
Did you still want to go to the gardens, Edie?
that?
Yes. And the maze. But we need to do more shopping. I have lots of permission to spend. And we want to get magic items.
Good.
Maya
Wherever
wants
you guys would like
clothes.
to go.
Maybe I could get some new clothes. These are very sticky.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't imagine why.
I ripped the gold off my shirt. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. I imagine we're going to be here for a couple of days. We don't have to do everything tonight if you wanted to go see the maze.
That is true.
Yeah, well, I have to go back to the store tonight to collect the new creation that they're making just for me. It's a brownie in a cake, in a pie, in a cake, in a pie, in a cake.
Essentially, yes.
And it's our job to name it.
Oh.
Or at least offer suggestions. But they're going to choose it, our name.
Okay. Yeah, we can come back. I don't know how long the maze would take.
Is that
Depends
an
if we get
hour
lost or
from
not.
here?
It's several hours from here if you're walking.
Or we can just...
Was there anything else in the markets we needed to check out?
Just
When did
walk
they tell
around.
you had to be back here?
Tonight. Damn, I asked them to be specific and they weren't.
They told you 2 hours.
2 hours.
Maybe we find
We'll be
some,
done in 2 hours.
find some other shops and then head back to the mazes from there. Pick up your, what I can only imagine is some sort of chocolate death on the way back.
You think it's gonna be chocolate flavored?
I mean, it's a
Probably.
brownie and fudge.
Yum. He takes another swig
I-
from the jug.
I would really like to find one of those magic shops or blacksmith.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would too.
I think they're a little further in, and I'll start walking that direction towards the area that I think the Cobalt Forge would be.
Are the rest of you going, or are you guys going to separate locations?
I'll chase after Chorus.
Void's just following along.
Edie, you mentioned you wanted to go clothing shopping. Are you wanting to do that, or what are you doing?
Keeping an eye out for anything that looks like they've got pretty stuff in the windows.
Okay.
I'll double down on that. Yeah, I'll help.
Okay. So are you guys going together, or are you splitting up? Like, well, I need to know where.
I think we're going together until we find something
Together.
interesting enough to split up for.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So as you start walking, go ahead and Quoras, you know kind of where you need to go. So you're kind of beelining towards where the forges and stuff are. Edie and Vix, go ahead and make perception checks as you're walking to see if you see anything pretty that catches your eye.
I want to walk with Nemeia.
Dirty 20.
6.
Um,
Edie's got
Edie,
chocolate in her eyes.
you are you are kind of chocolate overload. Your vision is like jumping as you're walking because your whole body is vibrating. Vix, with that, you actually see as you're walking both of the main clothing stores in the area. There is the retro one that they talked about, the Vestiges of the Past, and then you also see Hanging by a Thread, which is the more modern attire store. They're relatively close to each other, but you notice the bolts of fabric like kind of draped around mannequins in the windows. The one that's for more of the current clothing store, the Hanging by a Thread. The Vestiges of the Past is, since it is an antique or retro clothing, it is already existing clothing that has been made. So it is mannequins that are like dressed up in older style robes and dresses and clothing attire. So you absolutely see those.
What do you think, Edie? Old or new?
I mean, I don't know either of them. They're both new to me. What do you
Okay.
think?
I had an idea. I don't know if I'll have a reason for it, but let's go to the new one just to see.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Well, I like what I wear most of the time, but it's not really elegant, and I can only do so much with the cloak. So I was just gonna see if they had something. You know, we're in town. We're meeting the important people. They might invite us to something neat, and I want to look my best.
I think that sounds good. I think I would like a new dress, maybe something a little more that fits me.
Does that not fit well? You look good in it.
Thank you. It's not that it doesn't fit, it's just that, and Edie like holds out one like section of the fabric to you, like to grab,
Boyd grabs it.
and she just spins, and like half of the material comes off of her completely, and she's holding like the rest, and then she spins back up again, and she's like, it doesn't really.
It's not really a dress. It's a beautiful pile, though.
Thank you.
They might even be able to use what you have and just sort of pin it together or something.
I want to try something new.
That sounds fun.
Have a look around.
Going into Hanging by a Thread.
As you walk in, you are greeted by an immaculately dressed gentleman. He has this wavy blonde hair that is kind of like not a comb over, but it definitely falls to one side. It's not thinning. It's actually very thick and luscious and just shiny and soft. He's immaculately groomed. His face perfectly shaven except for like a small soul patch. He has a this jawline and like mustache trim that kind of follows around, almost Fu Manchu, but not like long. It just follows that path, and his jawline is just chiseled, just immaculate. Wearing like this button-down shirt, collars rolled up, sleeves rolled up just a little bit, and like buttoned together. And he has like this gold filigree like trim on the collars of his shirt. And he looks at you and is like, "Oh, welcome to my establishment. I am, of course, the proprietor, Sandrue Avhoste, and this is my store, hanging by a thread. You look like discerning folks."
We might be.
I think
What
Quoras
does that
also walked
mean?
in. Quoras is not dressed well. Just point of clarity.
Yeah, as you walk in, and you also haven't bathed recently again.
And it's just the leathers that he wears like all the time.
Yeah. Maybe I spoke too soon, but you are still welcome here. We, sir, can change that. We can make you impeccably dressed. We can make you a gentleman of discerning taste. What can I help you with today?
Void is looking at Chorus.
Horace, what are you gonna get?
I don't know.
You get a cool hat.
Fashion show?
Ooh, let's try things.
Montage.
Yes!
Does Nemeia go inside?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's Nemeia and Adriell? Did you go inside with them? Because you were
Yeah.
with Nemeia.
Yeah, like if Nemeia goes inside, I will too. Just follow
Yeah.
him.
Hood's still
Because-
up. Just stands to the side.
He eyes you as you come in. Yes, welcome in. Are you with these folks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Well, this is my establishment. I, again, of course, am the humble proprietor, Sandrue Avhoste, and you are welcome here, of course. Can I help you with anything? You are all welcome to shop.
I just look at like Nemeia. I'm like, are you looking for anything?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if anything will fit me. And like she'll
Well, we never
shrug
know
her
until
shoulders.
We never
Yeah,
know
no,
unless
she'll
we try. And he's going to come over and he pull out like a tape measure out of his pocket and he immediately just come up to you and start like measuring and like, yes, ooh, you are a big one. That's okay. We can do this here. And he's like, starts writing things down on a notepad. Yes. Not
You can get my measurements under a cloak.
Well, I'm just getting your basic dimensions. I mean, I can see the outline of your frame. It's not like it's hidden. This is not a
Yeah,
box you are in, my dear. It is a cloak.
Yeah. This isn't my actual frame. I'll just browse for a moment.
Oh, okay. No worries. That's fine. And he kind of
If
steps back a little confused.
If I see anything, I'll definitely flag you down. Where do you have a section that fits tails?
That fits tails, like
Mm-hmm.
like trousers with a tail hole. Is that what you're looking for, or?
Um,
He kind of acknowledges your outfit, but you're wrapped fully in your cloak, aren't you? Right now, he can't see. what
it's
you're
full length to the ground.
I mean, we can always make adaptations. I am, after all, the foremost tailor in this community.
Where?
Well, and he kind of directs. The room itself is more of a. There are some mannequins that are dressed, and they have clothing that you can look at and try on. Most of it is kind of like, these are styles. There are clothes that you can buy, but it's not like a department store where you can like pull clothes out of a box or like out of a section where like, oh, these fit me. It's not like you don't have like size 32 jeans that you can go pull up and those are
Right.
mine. It is, most everything is made to order or buying what's on the mannequins and having it adjusted to fit you. So if you have a style or anything that you're looking for, he can help you.
Do you have
Most-
anything more in this style? And actually, like points like what she's wearing with like the purples and silver and white, like moons and like very astrological looking.
All
Like
of
very
our
obviously of the temple, but yeah.
yes, all of our fabrics are up here. You just essentially want to pick a style, and we can make it in any design that you wish. There is, and he kind of shows you to the different fabrics, and there is something similar, not exactly like the style that you have, but there's very similar celestial bodies like stars and moons and things like that patterns. There are some that are almost, if you think like Van Gogh's Starry Night, kind of like that idea as well, where it's more of like a washed out type thing, where it's very bold and pronounced. But there are also some that are more muted, that more give the suggestion of stars and things like that, where it almost has like that under sheen of like a glitter type thing, or sparkles, but not very pronounced. But yeah, all kinds of variations on fabric. But for you, as you are the two, so he points to the styles. Depending on which style you're looking for, there's gowns, there's more pants and shirts, both for males and females, or for anything in between. We suit and cater to everybody. So please make yourself comfortable and find what you like.
Speaking of that, how much would something like that combined with something like that cost? And Void is pointing to up top a very like sharp, sort of what we would think of as like a 3-button jacket, but or a 2-button jacket, but with the sleeves that sort of flare out a little bit, more like dress sleeves, and then at the waist it shifts to be an angular crossbody dress that flows onto the ground with a single pant leg on the exposed leg.
Don't have anything pre-made like that, but I love that idea. That sounds fabulous. I think I could very much make something like that for you. Do you mind if I take your measurements?
Not at all, but I would like just a little bit of give, specifically in height.
Oh, of course. Well, of course that makes sense. If one side is dress, one side is pants, you want it to be. Of course, I can do that. We can also. No, that's a terrible idea. I was going to say I could make almost like detachable pants, but we're not ready for that yet.
That
but,
could actually work, though.
Really?
Maybe a false pleat, so the leg could be of different heights.
Have you done this before?
I'm very familiar with some types of fashion.
Yes, I think that could very well work. I will need to crunch some numbers. I will need to get your measurements, and then I can come up with a quote for you. It's going to take me a little bit of time. Would you be willing to come back to get the quote?
Sure, yeah.
Is there a material? Would you like to browse the materials to see what you would like have it made of?
Satin.
Satin. Ooh, satin is, well, everyone's best friend, really. I find it to be a very lovely fabric to work with. Is there a color palette you said that you were looking at?
Black mostly, but with some purple to trim, and maybe a little bit of green threading on the inside of the jacket. Green on the inside, yeah, and the inside pockets too.
I can do that. And he's going to write that down. And if you would just send me the description of that,
Yep.
I'll come up with that for you. That's very exciting. He goes and starts like drawing like a little sketch in his on his pad. He like rolls the page over that he was like doing Nemeia's measurements and starts sketching, and then takes the tape measure and starts measuring you. Edie, you were looking for what now?
She just wanted to see if she could find like a dress.
Okay. So you
Something
did
pink and pretty.
yes, you find as you're looking around, you do see a pink. It's almost like a baby's breath. I don't know if that's a real color pink. It's very light pink. It's not like a bold, like neon pink. It's not a bright pink. It is a very bordering on like white to pink. It's like that shade that's kind of going through. If you want darker pink, there is fabric, but this is a dress that is kind of pre-made that's sitting on a mannequin. It is high neck, so it rides up on the mannequin, and it has like this intricate like flower design that goes down the front of the bust, and then like kind of spreads under along the ribs and kind of like streaks along, almost like little baby's breath flowers that go along running along the ribs of the dress. Um, any of those can be adjusted. That's the dress that you see immediately in the store. As a tailor, he can make adjustments to it if you would like.
Yeah, let's play with this one a little bit, I think.
Oh, okay. The sleeves are a tighter sleeve. They are not long, flowy sleeves. It definitely doesn't have pockets of any kind. This is more of a formal, like, highborn type dress that people would wear.
Looks very fancy, but I don't know if you'd like to just start from scratch or make adjustments. What makes you feel more comfortable? Maybe we should check out the other store. I turn around to the other guys in front of you.
You're not gonna be able to get custom anything there. It's already stuff that. Now, I'm not besmirching them. It is my brother that owns it. But you are not going to get custom anything. You are going to get stuff that others have worn before. It is more of an antique clothing. What's the word the kids use? Retro.
That kind of sounds cool, though.
Oh, it is. It's a glorious store. You just won't be able to have anything custom made. Now, you are welcome to go look if you like. I will not be hurt. My feelings will not be crushed if you leave. But
Can I
you will
look
not
at
be able
your
to
lace collection?
Of course. And he leads you over to a section, and it's almost like this, like spools of different types of laces and ribbons and things that run, and it is a big wall of just different types of laces and ribbons.
Excellent. I have an idea.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Did you want to? I don't know. You did not. Did you want to change that dress, or do you want to start fresh?
It doesn't make any difference to me. If you want to have a custom creation that is just yours, then we can start fresh. If you want to use something that exists, if you like the looks of that, we can adjust that as well.
Well, I kind of like it a little bit, but I want the sleeves to be flowing and long, so then you cannot see my hands at all, and off the shoulder, and kind of like draping over the shoulders, not high neck. That looks uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna need 17 pockets.
That's a lot of pockets.
Yes.
Okay.
Of various sizes, one up here. She points to like her side. That is exactly the size for Tofu, and maybe a little bit bigger, so he's got room. And then I put him back. And lace underskirt as well.
And he's just glowing at like the idea of creating this dress for you. Yes.
And a gold belt, please.
Ooh,
with
like gold, like chain, or do you want more like a gold fabric, or what are you looking for?
Oh, chains, please.
Ooh, yes. Now, are you looking for a large link or a small link?
Large link.
Large links, of course. That's what I was thinking as well.
Yes, and a dangly bit, and a leg split.
A dangly bit. I'm going to need a little more description of
the chain to dangle.
Oh, the belt. You want the belt chain to dangle? Of course, yes, of course. I thought you meant the dress to have a dangly bits, and I didn't know what that was. Maybe like a pouch of some sort, but I can't do dangly. Now, for your mouse pocket, is there anything special you'd like for that?
Can you make it? No, I don't think so.
I didn't know if you wanted maybe some like a peep window where I could look out and see the world around it, or if you wanted like a special.
Yeah, give him a little lace window.
Yes, I can do that, or maybe like a soft like fur lining on side to keep him
warm
and cozy.
No, not a fur.
No, not like and he like covers like almost like pretends to like cover the mouse's ears. Not real fur, like a faux fur, like a.
Edie is looking down at her own legs.
Oh gods, no! I'm so sorry. No, I meant like just a soft, almost like a bed, like material, like fluff,
Fluffy
like
is okay. No
fluffy, yes,
fur.
no fur, no fur. What? And like he kind of like looks back over his shoulder, like at the fur, like fabric, like coat things. No, no fur at all. No, that would be silly. But no, I just more meant like just like a special, almost like ensuite for the mouse, if you would.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Perfect. Yes, we're going to start from scratch. Why don't you pick out a fabric that you like, and I will. And he this whole time he's also been sketching as you've been describing. Pick out a fabric that you like, and we'll run with this, and I will come up with a quote for you both. And he points at Void. Tomorrow, I will have that quote ready for both of you.
Awesome. Pick this like glowing pink fabric that like changes in like light shimmer.
Ooh, I like that very much. That's perfect for this idea. Yes, perfect.
And
All
white
right.
lace.
Perfect.
I sent you a message. Does he react to that?
He kind of nods knowingly and adds it to his list. Okay, well, I can come up with a quote for all this. I mean, I can give you that information today if you'd like, but the rest of it, this is a very custom job, so it'll take a little time to do the numbers and crunch the costs and everything, of course. But I can get that information to you tomorrow if you're going to still be in town.
Sure.
Do you want the whole number tomorrow, or would you like me to give you the information separate for that other item?
What's the other item first? Just so I know.
That one, a relatively simple piece. Depending on everything that you would want to go with it, 12 gold, maybe 15.
Void looks like noticeably happy. That's
the other
good.
piece will be more, but there's a lot more that goes into it, and you'll be much happier. Not much happier. I apologize. My work is impeccable, but between the two of you, I will be utilizing all of my talents and all of my gifts, and I'm so excited.
So excited.
Me too.
Okay.
Would you also make me a matching cloak?
Oh, yes. Do you want it large and flowy as well with a big hood that you can pull up?
Yeah, like one that like really big hood. So then when I've got that, my sleeves are like. Because I'm Edie the Destroyer.
Oh, yes, you are.
Of souls.
Fierce.
Of souls.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Yes.
It's just a name.
Okay.
At least we're pretty sure.
Fear me. She pulls her.
I fear you indeed. You are fierce, I believe it. Okay. Well, and then he looks over at Quoras and Adriell. I've got some orders to do numbers on. What are you looking at?
Do you mind if, like, I get something like that, and I'll like point to like this mannequin that has like this kind of like layered dress like cloak thing where it has like longer sleeves with like a hood at the back. I sent a photo in our chat, but I just am terrible at explaining things. This is my cry for help. So.
Oh yeah. Yes, we can. Oh yes, he's thinking about it. We can absolutely do this tomorrow as well, if you don't mind. Come back for your quote, and I can put this all together. You need to get your measurements as well. Now, the hood. Do you want the trim to kind of run along the hood of the cloak as well? Do you want it to match the gown like that you're looking for?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes.
Like have the hood match the over part of the dress.
We can definitely do that. All right, and you, fine sir. Dear gods, please let us help you. You're traveling with such beauty. It's really
This is
only
my kind
fair.
of shop.
No, sir, this is everybody's kind of shop. You just need to let us sculpt you, please.
Sure.
You know, if you don't mind me saying, there is a spa that we could go get this like touched up for you. Get you maybe just treat yourself a little pampering, perhaps, and then you could really knock it out for the ladies and whatnot. Or the men. I don't know where you actually go, but there's over in Upper Gakos there is or is it Upper? Yes, it is. It's Go with the Flow. There's a spa salon there. We could really. It would be my treat to not my treat. I mean, I'm not paying for you to go, but it would be my honor to accompany you. I'm due for some self-care myself. Would you like me to show you how to Manscape, as it were?
I think you'll be fine.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this because
I think he's fine.
He smells a little bit.
Yeah, he smells great.
Huh. Look, I meant no offense. I just tried to make everyone be the best that they can be. But if this is the best that you can be, then that is totally okay.
I think Quoras looks down at his like leathers that he has. Like he's got like basically leather armor on over top of like chainmail. The chainmail's new. Well, he took it off a dead person. It's not new.
Which, it's got that.
Definitely
it's got that whole...
covered in blood.
Lightly used. Available on eBay now.
But I think the leathers are like falling apart. It's clearly just armor that he has made himself while living in the wild. And so he like pulls off a little piece of it. Well, I suppose I could use a bit of a touch up. We're gonna be here for a while, and
makeover.
Especially
Can we do a full makeover? Please. And he gets like really excited at the idea.
Sure. I don't know what that means.
Excellent. Don't worry. I'm getting all the rage.
Okay. When do we go? What do we do? My life is in your hands.
Well, I have to. Once we have this makeover, you may not be able to say things like that to me. I'm just saying. Anyway, my shop is still open. Maybe come back this evening. Say 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, and we can take my carriage to over to the Upper Gakos, and we'll have a gentleman's night.
Okay. Sounds good.
I look forward to it. It'll be delightful.
Of course, it's just like fucking rigor mortis. Like he's just like tense.
That's stiff, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to come up with your quotes. Oh, would you? And he directs to you, Void. Would you like to join us?
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is a. They do have lady services there as well. They service all clientele. You are welcome to accompany, but we will be in separate. Look, we have each our own individual salon experts who will help us.
Edie,
did you
want me to go with them?
I want to go with them. Vix, will you come with me? Boyd, sorry.
No, that's okay. Sure. I would thought either the maze or this. I could probably use a bath.
A maze!
Yeah, I didn't know.
I can go with you to the maze.
But Chorus's makeover is important.
Tell you what.
We can see him after, and it'll be like a surprise.
We can come to the maze afterwards, and perhaps we can have like a late night dessert or charcuterie board in the center plaza of the maze.
We'll have plenty of dessert, I think.
Well, there will be dessert, I'm sure.
No. He said that there's going to be more. Don't.
Shh.
It's alright. But
Edie's holding a big chocolate jug.
Right. Edie,
We'll go to the
me
maze.
and Nemeia, if you want to come with us.
You want to
Go
come to the
the-
maze, Nemeia? If you're
Sure.
going to the spa, I'm going to the spa.
I don't think I'm going to get past the front door to a gentleman's spa.
It's not a
Fair.
gentleman's spa. It is a spa for all people. He was wanting to have a gentleman's evening.
You wanted to have a bros night.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Either way, I'm not gonna. I'm not a
It's
gentleman.
alright.
I won't get in to that side.
It's okay.
They would let you in,
I think
I
you are
promise. if
very
that is
much
your
a
worry.
gentleman.
very chivalrous.
There was so much said right there. I'll go to the maze.
All right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Chorus, will you be okay on your own? And Void is like giving you the look of like, you have an out if you need somebody there for backup.
I think Chorus is just like, sure, I think I'll be all right. If you really
I
want to
like-
go to the maze.
Insight.
Yeah, insight.
You don't need it.
No, I rolled an 18 anyway. For a 19.
24. I want to know the level of discomfort. Like, is this
Chorus
this
is
a
terrified.
okay? Is
Chorus
this...
has charged headfirst into undead and like
this is the
done
thing
some
that scares
real
him?
stupid shit, and this is the scariest thing he has ever experienced.
Amazing.
Maybe you should go
Void.
with him, Void.
Yeah. Yeah, I can join him.
needs you or wants you to go to the maze, that's fine. But if you'd like to come, I won't say no.
I haven't gotten clean in a while, so I think I'll go to the spa.
You guys are gonna come to the maze after, though.
Yes, of course. We'd come there afterwards, and like I said, we could bring some meats, some cheeses, maybe some olives,
Yes.
and maybe some pickles.
Snacks.
Ooh, I love pickles.
Amazing.
Me too.
I will loop my arms through like both of the girls. Be like, all right, on our way, we shall go. Have fun.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
No, I know I wasn't finished.
Oh,
It's fine.
Did you need? No, you were welcome to.
you wanted something. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought we were out.
No.
You guys were standing in the entryway, kind of.
Do you have any experience tailoring H.E.R.O.E.S?
Do get the occasional Aarakocra coming through. So yes, look. I am a tailor. Your size and shape is all a matter of measurements and adjustments, and there's nothing that cannot be accommodated, no matter the shape or size.
It's not so much a issue on your skill. More my body type.
Look, I don't. You have secrets, and that's fine. If you are wanting something new, I can help you. Does not matter. You could have 18 legs, and I could fit. You could have 3 arms. Wouldn't matter. You could have wings. I can make it work. It's not a problem. Honest.
She'll just take one shoulder of her cloak off and expand, like semi-expand a wing.
He doesn't appear shocked at all. He's like, yes.
Oh,
The only question is, do you want them to be... And he's trying to get like an idea of where your wing connection like sits. Is it kind of like, are they like on top of it, or do they kind of fill out the whole back? Is it more of like this big joint kind of thing that comes out of the top of your shoulders? He's essentially needing, do you need like something strapless or something like that he's going to have to incorporate a way for your wings to fit through, like a back slits kind of thing?
so yeah, she'll turn around, finish taking off the cloak. She'll unwind her tail that's wrapped around her leg. So the wings are actually 2 separate joints that are in sort of like attached to her shoulder blades, but slightly in. and then there is where the skin membrane comes back in from the last finger, attaches to her lower back.
Okay.
And the top that she's wearing at the moment has different clasps to keep it in place to stop rubbing against the membrane and like digging in and ripping it. So essentially she's got 2 slits that she has to like buckle up or clip around her wing.
So he looks at it in a very just professional man. Like he's all business as he looks at it. He's like, okay, yes, I see this here and I see how this is done. Absolutely, I can accommodate this and I can make something like this for you. I would need a little time with you in shop, one-on-one. Well, I mean, your friends can come, that's not an issue, but to make sure that the things fit right, and I see that you have this here so it avoids rubbing, to make it the most comfortable fit for you, it would take a little bit of time in shop where we pin it together for you.
Okay.
Are you in town for a little while?
Yes.
Would you like to come in? And he counts forward a couple of... In 2 days, my shop is closed. If you come in then, I will open the shop for you and your friends. We can maybe take lunch together, and we can maybe have a clothing party where we can get you all suited up, at least get you pinned up for your... We'll get your fabrics measured, we'll get your fabrics pinned, and then I can get to work on making your outfits.
Okay. If you could just keep this project really quiet.
My clientele is I am discreet. You have nothing to worry about.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll do that.
Excellent. Well, then I shall see you in tonight for our gentleman's soiree, and then I shall see the rest of you afterwards, where we have our delightful picnic in the park at the maze. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
She throws the cloak back on.
Vix
Tail disappears.
sends a quick message to Nemeia. If you're really uncomfortable with the idea of getting measurements taken, I can probably stand in for you if you need it. Just an option.
No, it's okay. He's seen me. It's not so much people taking my measurements, it's more just keeping my wings quiet. But thank you.
Recast the spell. You're welcome. It's a shame. I think backless could look really good.
Never tried it.
Well, that is something that your lovely Sandrue Avhoste is considering, so don't worry about it. All right. As you guys finish up at the store, you head out. We are going to go ahead and end our session here today.
Oh, there was so much more I wanted to do.
What?
We've been going for almost 3 hours. Okay, Edie, go ahead.
Edie wants to pop her head back into the store. Well, after everyone left, and she's just like, I'm gonna come see you later about getting some party outfits for everybody.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Like tonight or another day?
another day. Maybe we can talk about it tonight in the maze.
Oh, yes, I'd love that.
Okay,
Beautiful.
just keep that in mind.
Right here. Goodbye. And with
Edie
that, we will
joins the
go
rest.
ahead and end our session as you guys are getting ready to go do what you're going to do and see what's going to happen. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today for episode 38. Gosh, this was fun. I had fun. I can't wait to see where things go with the clothing and with everything else that happens. It's getting late, and you guys have only had like 2 meals and a crap ton of sweets. So, but
Boy,
you're
it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
a
the
nice,
most awkward third wheel for Quoras.
yeah.
I
It's
am
gonna be amazing.
Brutus.
Oh, thank God.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to next week so much already. So, with that being said, we're gonna finally split the party.
We're all gonna die.
Oh,
It has
my
been
goodness.
prophesied.
Yeah.
Every one of you. So we've got 3 of you going to the maze, and we have 3 of you going to the spa, and it's going to be so good. I can't wait. But make sure that you guys come back next week to see what happens with this, because it's going to be wild. Until then, be good to each other, be good to yourselves, love everyone. And are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Stick
We
around
are
for a
going to
raid.
raid. Yep, we're going to raid another group, so stick around. But otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Bye.